everyone, it's Louise with louisemckayart and welcome to my channel. And today I'm doing something a little bit different, although it's something that I've done before. I haven't done this in a long time. I've got some paint that is Sherwin-Williams, and this actually is wall paint from my house that goes in my bathroom. It's called Ebtide and it's satin. And when we had our house painted and built, we have leftover paint, so I have to find something to do with this. I'm not going to need to be painting the walls anytime soon, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to make some jars with this paint to go with my bathroom. Now these are the Dollar Tree jars, and these are the lids that go with it, and I tape it off on the inside, leaving the bottom open. This is just regular masking tape, by the way, nothing special. So I'm going to make some jars. I'm actually doing, this is a pour over. I peeled off the other, let me show you what I had before. But this is what it looked like before, and I wasn't happy with it. Because I'm learning that the Artez's pearl paints don't do well with blooms, especially if you lay it down first. So I'm going to go after this again. So here we go. Let's just dive into this. And this is really thick. So I'm going to spread this out before I get going. And I'm actually contemplating using this on my ornaments. Because if you've been watching my ornaments, I'll link my playlist above. You'll know I look for thick paints. I need thick paints because I want my ornaments, when I blow them out and I bloom, I want that bloom to hold tight as it's going through its gravity throes. All right, that's a good start. All right, so we got that. My first color is our Amsterdam's Sky Blue Light. This is a color palette. Well, I've been using this on a variety of color palettes. This is a really great color. Next, TLPC glass with Master's Touch Ocean Breeze. So as I go through this video, where I'm able to cut, I will cut. Where I'm able to speed up, I will speed up. This is one of my colors I haven't used in a long time because I ran out. This is Golden's Cerulean Blue Deep. Absolutely beautiful color. It's like a turquoise, but a grayish, like a moody turquoise. And I have enough for 2 of these, so I might be mixing up more of this paint. All right, next is my Iridescent Bronze by Golden. So I just want to insert here to check out my description where I have links to some of the more educational type tutorials and also links to some of the products I use. To include a 10% off discount code for KS Resin, which is the only resin that I use, and I use KS Resin Liquid Stone Epoxy. Next, Treasure Gold's Blue Quartz, and this, I tell you, is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Just gorgeous. I love this color. Oh, my paints are really thick. Oh, I have it company.
I'm going.
Okay, have fun. I'm going to lay a lot of this down. Last color, Golden's Payne's Gray. This is like the Golden's parade here. So I do have a jar lid playlist you might want to check out. I'll link it at the end of the video. But video 268 is a full tutorial from taping off to full resin through to the finish and sanding down and finishing off at the end if you want to check that out. I'll link it above here so you can check it out at the end of this video. I'll put a lot down. Really want this to hang on. All right. Let's go. Activator. This is Australian. I have a lot of this still. This is from a year ago. Titanium white, oxide black. You always mix it before you start. Oh, here's my scrap collecting cup. I'm going to collect scraps for my ornaments. In case you're wondering what that noise is, it's my husband above me in the garage. So this is my Amsterdam's titanium white, and then also followed up with the Amsterdam's oxide black. So as always, a really big inhale and then blowing straight down into that cell activator. I'm using that black as my bullseye, and I'm blowing that out to try to form a circle as much as possible. And then once I see that ridge, I'm going to aim my blow where the cell activator is meeting the paints and where the paints are pushing out to the pillow. And then I'm going to blow out the cell activator over the top of the pillow. If you want to see a really good tutorial, I have video 419. It's called The Art of the Blow. And I go into great detail with a little cheat about how to find your blow in your mouth in the first place, but sometimes that's tricky. And then how to use the speed and the angle of your blow to get the best composition as you're blowing out. All right, got a lot of paint pouring off, so I'm going to clean this up real quick. I'll be back. All right, let's give it its initial spin. At least my Payne's Gray is here this time. And I think that this Arteza's blue, sky blue, is going to work better than what I had before, which was, I'm not sure where it is. Pearl Sky Blue. And by the way, these paints are mixed with Infinity and MinWax. The MinWax Semi-Gloss. That is my pouring medium. And each of these paints are mixed at about 3 parts pouring medium to 1 part of my paint color. Give another whirl. I kind of lost the pillow paint in this, but that's okay because this color is going to go with that room anyway. I just want my composition and my cells to hold together better. What I had made before, just like my cells collapsed in on themselves. I'm going to be resining this afternoon, so what I like to do is paint in the morning and then come back to resin in the afternoon. That way I can close up shop, put the air freshener on, and let everything just sit tight overnight. I'd like to get this off, so I'm going to scoot. Scoot it to the left a little bit. So it'll spin a little cattywampus, but that's my intention, is to get it to direct and have the centrifugal force of the spin push it off in that direction. I'm not sure if that did anything. That definitely helped. Now I kind of like right where it is right there. I like that. I like that there's a little bit of iceberg showing up there. Or what looks like a little iceberg. A little bit of white. Almost looks like there's silver in there. That pillow paint's definitely playing in there. You can see it bleeding through. And it's doing something weird to the paint. It's like, It's, what do you call that? Flocculating. Now, I know these paints are mixed well. So the flocculation must be because of this satin. It's got to be because of this pillow. Because my paints are all good. I mean, I've used them on multiple pours before and not had this effect that's happening right there. But you know what? That effect doesn't bother me too much. It's actually kind of cool. All right, so now I'm going to pull off some of the excess from the bottom. I'm just going to take the toothpick, I'm going to pull it out and down. I'll fast forward through this. So I know you can't see this because I have to be able to see what I'm doing, but I'm taking the toothpick and pulling the paint out straight out and down. Now, I could just take my finger and run it across the bottom, but then it would look like a really bad comb over. This way, pulling that paint out and down, it looks like it flows right from the top to the bottom. So this is where we are, everybody. But you can see the flocculation happening up here by my upper right thumb. Yep, it's really pretty right now. Hopefully we dry well. So here I'm showing you the wet results for both of these creations and then the finish here. So everyone, here is the jar. It's hard to get this in a good light. With the background, the pillow paint being the same color as the wall color. Here's one of the pieces I have here. That was a pro pour from a while ago. Anyway, that's one of the two. I'll have the final result here of both of them here in a second. Yep, so everyone, that's a wrap. Here are the wet results compared to the resin results of both of them, so you can see how they looked wet and dry, and I'm really happy with how these turned out. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you are new here and have not subscribed yet, please join me, hit the bell and all. You'll get all my latest art tutorials. At the end, I'm going to link my playlist for more jar lids if you want to see different jars with different color combinations and also different styles, because not all jars are made the same. I just like to add all my creations are available for sale, except for these, because these are going in my bathroom. And if you want me to make something for you, something custom, a gift, let me know. My email is in the description. So that's all I have for now, everybody, and take care till next time.